All right. Welcome, welcome, soul sisters.
Hey,
Hey, hey,
up, Earth.
hey, happy Earth Day, ladies.
Oh, it's
Happy
Happy Earth
moon.
Day. Yep, and happy full moon. So this is part two of Signs and
New moon, new
Synchronicities.
moon.
Happy new moon. What did I say? Full moon?
Yep.
Happy new moon. I should know with all this energy I have. I never have energy around the full moon. Actually, part two of Signs and Synchronicities from our last video. Please go and check it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you vibe, because we are on a roll with these videos and we're enjoying ourselves. So we're going to finish up with Signs and Synchronicities. That was last time. And as a matter of fact, we forgot to mention that we thought it was a sign and a synchronicity because Sarah and Nalo had been pulling cards about the show and asking, okay, this is a good idea. Is it going to work? And ever since we started, we've just been having signs and synchronicities. Things have been flowing. So the show before we had on red and white, Nalo told us. And then
Yep.
at the last show, I was like, and we don't ever plan what we're going to wear. We just get ready for the show. So then we just plan the time we're going to do it. So we do that day by day whenever we're on here. And then I noticed last time we all had on black. And then everybody had little strappies and off the shoulder. So I was like, that was perfect timing for the show that we did, Signs and Synchronicities. So this is actually a follow-up to Signs and Synchronicities part two, in reference to how it affects us with the new moon going on. Correct, Nalo? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Right. So the new moon, we're having a new moon in Taurus, which is my sun sign. It's Taurus season. So excited. I am. I have a birthday coming up May 16th, and most people are really naturally happy around their birthdays because this is a time when the sun is back in your sign. So your placement of the sun is really like the happiest you can be. Sun rules Leo. Leo, it's all about happiness. So when the sun comes, and when it's your birthday time, that's why everybody's so hype and excited. You look better, you look good, you get a lot of favor from the universe, and that's going to tie in with our signs and synchronicity. So Taurus, the new moon being in Taurus, Taurus represents luxury, good food, good wine, good love making, looking all cute, doing your hair, and soft and luxurious, and also things that are like comfortable because it represents comfort, luxury. It also represents anything that's real solid to you or foundational for you. So it could be money, your home, or relationships, so things that are extremely important to you because Taurus is an earth sign. Earth is also in conjunction with being the earth. You know, we're earth signs, so we are the earth, and there's nothing more stable here that for all of us than the earth. So Taurus also represents that too. What else? What does Taurus represent for you all?
You. I don't really know. I mean, you're a Taurus. My sister-in-law's a Taurus. My son is a Taurus. So I mean, I don't really know. It's y'all all very different though. I will say that. Y'all are all very different, and y'all birthdays are all around the same. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, what I'm really asking is Taurus, with the new moon being in Taurus, this should be new beginnings as far as money goes. Anything that's significant to you could be new beginnings in career, new beginnings in your home, your household. Like, I just got a new baby. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Her name is Phoenix. I got a new kitten baby. So that's representative of Taurus because there was a change in my foundation in my home. So with the signs and synchronicities leading up to me getting Phoenix, I've always loved animals, as you all know. I've always had animals. And my last baby died 2015. So this is actually 5 years later, which is another synchronicity. And I don't know, I have been thinking about it for a really long time. And I said, well, when the time is right, the universe will just make it happen effortlessly. That's my new thing now. It's just going to happen. I don't have to worry about it. So when I was trying to get a kitty, it was always getting blocked. I was like, damn, I would call people back. They wouldn't call me back, or they would say I got a kitty, but then she got adopted. And it was just a lot of things going on. Like, I wanted a specific type of kitty. You know, I'm the type of person, I know it when I see it, especially if I really, really love it. So there was no doubt as soon as I saw her that this was my baby. So I think I even lost my train of thought. I'm so excited. I'm so excited with being a new mommy. So I guess I'm asking, what new beginnings are you all experiencing that's connected to synchronicities that you're having around this time?
Well, I'm getting new insights on my personal goals as far as my career and passion and where I want to take my career. So I'm excited about that. I don't want to tell all.
Right.
I'm still working on some things, but I know that it's a new beginning for me, and I'm excited. Just like with our project here, this is a new beginning, and we're going to be offering some individual one-on-one and also group sessions with all the soul sisters. So if you guys want to get on board, please email us whatever you guys want to talk to us about. Or we are going to be doing small rate. We're going to do donations as well, but we're going to get more in detail about that as we grow.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm still in the honeymoon phase of my new place. So that's really the only thing that I can zone in on right now. Shopping, I'm doing a lot of adding to cart, because when Kirk and I decided it was time to move back in our own space from living with my parents, we were very specific about what kind of environment we wanted our next journey to be in, because we've lived in a lot of places, and so we were very detailed about what we wanted the place to be like, what we wanted to set up. So we wanted the space, it's just us two, no more caring for pets and kids and none of that other than fish and plants. But we said we wanted the extra space so we could have a meditation space, yoga, and just whatever else we want to do in that space separate from our bedroom. So we have a plant room in the front. We have a meditation room, which is where I am right now. So it's a very spacious, for two people, it's a spacious place. And we are I guess I would say building or creating the type of environment, a sanctuary, if you will. We're building DIY. We built a plant stand. We are going to be building all kinds of stuff. Like we're putting a shelf in the bedroom, just doing a lot more crafty stuff. That's our thing. So we're just still excited about doing all that kind of stuff and getting it to where, you know, how you want to be, not just living in an apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So where it can be like a real sanctuary. So that's my focus, and I'm still on that. Yesterday was 30 days officially being here. So yeah, that's what we're working on right now, along with this new project, and then just trying to see where this is going to take us.
Exactly. So all those things are Venetian. Anything that's happening in your home is Venetian. When you bring home your plant babies and you get things you like, those are Venetian. All Taurus things. Sarah with the information with her career, and she's been saying. I think we talked about this. I think in it was the last video, the video before last. We talked about you getting your new place, and we talked about Zara trying to get from barbering to actually working from home. She was just like, I don't want to go to work no more. I don't want to go to work. I was just like, your ass just don't want work. Like, don't get too old for this. I want to stay home. So all of these changes represent Taurus, and the new moon is bringing in new beginnings for anything new in something that's foundational and extremely important in your life. And then Gemini season is going to roll around and incorporate all of that, because Aries was new beginnings. That was around when we started the video, April 4th. That was in Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so that kind of represents new beginnings, being creative. Okay, let's ready, set, go. That's Aries. And then Taurus is getting it all ready and prepped and prepared, and okay, this is how it's going to be. So the Aries is conception, and now we're planning it out and getting it all ready. And then Gemini season is going to roll around. That's when we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to start seeing a lot of the fruits of our labor around Gemini season. And then each sign represents what is going to come into your life. And then we can talk about that in another video with the 12 houses. It'll be changes in those areas, but Taurus is specifically foundational areas. So that's examples of new beginnings, perfect around the new moon and on the new moon, which happen to be right on 420, 422. No big difference.
So just let me add real quick while you were talking about the synchronicities. I know we were pulling cards earlier, and we'll share that in a little bit. But I did go back to the tarot deck and ask for one card, and this is the one that I got.
What's that one? 6 of Wands?
So this is the 6 of Wands.
Okay, and what does that mean for you?
Well, of course I had to read my book because I don't know the deck that well.
Okay.
But it talks about victory, validation, and acknowledgement.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically it says you're killing the game with absolutely no shame. You are on fire and there's no stopping you. And so it talks about being on top of the world and you basically chasing what it is, to take a moment and look back to where you once were and where you are now. Perspective will keep you grounded from all the newborn attention, but be proud of yourself. You deserve this success and so much more.
Right, exactly. And that's definitely a representative of what we're going into, and Taurus energy right now, because the 6 of Wands in the traditional deck is the guy riding on the horse with the wand in his hand, and all the crowd is looking up at him. So it's almost like he's accomplished something. He's reached a goal, and he's walking through the land, and like, oh, look at me, and everybody's cheering him on. This is what I've done. And that's so funny because this card flipped out while you were talking, because we were talking about Gemini energy coming in. And then it's just like the card you were reading. It says the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, informative, stimulating exchange. Stimulating exchanges are possible. So that's going to be the fun part of all the new discoveries we made for this new moon in Taurus. We're going to have a chance to play with our new things and really kind of, you're going to see where everything is really taking shape now. Everything is...
Hold on. Back up a little bit. I'm hearing a little echo for you.
Maybe turn the volume.
Okay, it seems like when that happens, it's going to be where... Okay, right now, where we take shape, we'll be, so you're going to be able to look at your house and be like, okay, it feels, it's not all the way done, but you can see where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Things aren't all the way done, but you can see where they're going. And then you like the changes. So Gemini is going to be about, what you can do with the changes now that they're here. It's going to represent all the possibilities of all this hard work that we've been putting in for Taurus season by planting these firm roots of knowing directly where we want to go, and where we're going now is in a new direction. Mm-hmm. So this is the upside of the pandemic. This is the upside for us, because this would probably not have happened if that pandemic had not hit. It wouldn't have made everyone stop, rearrange everything, us get together, and then just see things flowing in a whole new direction. So there's always a positive side to any type of tragedy. Thank God we're just on the positive side of everything. I mean,
well, what?
You said, well, I what?
I was getting ready to say, when you were talking about that, talking about signs. I just realized that the plant that I just bought that I did not know was a peace lily, that you said was a peace lily. So just the name of it made me want to look it up and go deeper with that meaning. So when I did that, amazingly enough, okay, I look up the spiritual side to everything. Because like I said earlier in another video, I think everything's spiritual first, not physical or carnal. So the spiritual meaning of the peace lily, and that plant actually gives off the energy of everything that I'm working on right now, as far as it helps raise conscious level. It actually helps absorb. I just recently bought a shungite for my cell phone, and it actually helps absorb negative energy from radiation as well.
Oh, okay.
To be like a hug, okay? And also, it helps deal with emotions, and something else that really did that I was personally working on in my private, you know what I mean? Like, you know how he's instilled to heal. Well, that plant I bought is a direct reflection of the things that I'm working on personally.
And you didn't know that when you purchased it. So that's just a sign, another sign of synchronicity, like you were being led. And then when you find out, it's like, come on.
It's like, whoa.
Talk about manifestation.
And alignment, you know.
Yeah, it's a good feeling because it lets you know you're on the right track and that you're doing the right thing, and you don't have to second guess what you're doing when it lines up with signs and synchronicities. So when that happens, it's like, okay, that's kind of like that thing we were talking about with the yellow brick road, okay, or like a scavenger hunt. You get these signs, okay, I'm going in the right direction. Okay, such and such is doing this, and this is going on over here, but Spirit is talking to me, I'm listening, I'm going in the right direction. All of this is leading to, it's almost like, you're playing chess. All of this is, there's an end game to all of this. I hear a echo when you talk, Zara. Do you hear her echo, Nalo, when she talks? I hear it on my computer.
No, but I hear a little when you're talking, Keisha.
It might be my laptop. Turn your sound down a little bit, too.
How's that?
A little bit more.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I also wanted to add to that, though, Keisha, that especially the time we're living now, I do hear an echo.
Yeah, I hear it too. You hear it? Did anybody leave their phone on their that three-way call we did with FaceTime?
No.
Because I heard it when.
Did you turn your computer down?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to add with that especially the time we're living in now, we need to pay very close attention to everything going on around us, because the universe is always speaking to us. We're not paying attention.
Right.
So every little detail, you need to focus in and hone in on everything that's going on around, because that's going to be your, like Keisha was saying, yellow brick.
Right, because when they say, everybody knows the saying that everything happens for a reason. That's like a real life saying. There's no real like accidents, like things happen, and then when you start researching and you start paying attention, like you said, paying attention, listening, going inside and asking what is going on, what's the message right now, what's the lesson in this experience, what am I supposed to receive from this experience, and you see things lining up, the things that you ask for, the things that you want, and then you see these confirmation, these synchronicities coming at you. That's a part of everything happens for a reason.
Exactly.
Don't skip the process. Don't skip the part that it takes to get to all of this good stuff that we're talking about.
Exactly. Just like I was telling y'all before we got on the live about my girlfriend Felicia calling me and telling me what she told me. And then Keisha just told us the very same thing last week. And then I look up at the clock and the clock says 555, means change. Okay. So that was like, okay, don't ignore this. You heard this twice. And I showed you numbers. I always show you the universe talking to me. Okay. That's something that we should not be taking lightly. Like, don't forget that people are crazy. What about? Don't ignore those signs. That's what I think we definitely need to. I don't know why it's just being pressed on me to emphasize that we should not be ignoring any signs right now, even if you do not have a spiritual connection. It's time to develop one. It's time to develop a spiritual mindset and put on a new set of eyes right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's laying on you. I think it's laying on you heavy because when we were talking about in the other video, we would say, okay, we feel like we get these signs and then it doesn't really, kind of doesn't make sense. Like, okay, we're having a pandemic. We don't know what's going to happen to work. Does it really make sense for me to bring home a new fur baby? Well, no, but guess what? The universe said I can have a damn fur baby. So it blocked it when I was trying to get a fur baby. I was working full time and everything was flowing, but it was blocking it then. But all of a sudden, it's allowing it now. So, and I said, well, whenever it happens, it's going to happen easily and effortlessly. It's just going to happen, and it's going to be the right time. And it was everything I had asked for. Like I wanted a girl. I wanted the short hair. I wanted the tiger stripes this time. I wanted to have a little bit of the red underneath her dark fur, and I wanted her to have the gray paws. I wanted her to be really, really, really young so I could train her to be more, I don't want to train her to be a dog, but I kind of want to train her with my lifestyle. So that's why I wanted her so young, so she'll feel like, okay, I know Keisha, she can roll with me like that. So everything, I just waited, and every single thing I asked for, I got. I liked the people that she came from and everything. They delivered her to me. They dropped her off to me. Everything I got for her when I ordered it on Amazon, it was like the last one in stock. Stuff like that. So if those signs and synchronicities let me know it was the right time, and it's not always something you just want. It's things that just happen to drop in your spirit. I think with the way the direction is going and possibly working from home, I live by myself, and I was just feeling like I need some more life around here. I got plants, and then I was thinking about, okay, I'll get a fish or a snake or a kitty. It was those three things. I guess the universe just saw it fit that I needed to have a kitty, a fur baby. So I followed the signs so I wouldn't regret the decision after I made the decision.
Exactly. And it's how you said that, because I literally just posted last week, my tea bags are not fine. My tea bags are talking to me. And literally just posted last week a tea bag that said, when you are a part of the universe becomes a part of you. So you're putting your request out in detail. You're getting every little detail back that you requested.
What does that say? Queen of Hearts.
So this is the last card that I pulled. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick because it's synchronicities again, because I didn't show y'all this card of the things that y'all are saying right now. So it's the Queen of Hearts card, which is 32, which is 3 and 2 is 5.
5, and I woke up at 5:55 this morning.
So really quick though, before our time run out, it says your heart has been chosen by the divine to be a temple for spiritual life, an inner place where grace and healing can dwell. This is very special. A temple is kept clean and pure, scented with sacred perfumes of incense, made beautiful with our feelings of reverence and love for the spirit, kept uncluttered and spacious so that as much spiritual presence as possible can enter. When spirit enters and fills the temple of the heart, things of extraordinary beauty take place. Even the apparently impossible becomes possible. Clear your heart temple with forgiveness, gratitude, and love for the spirit, so it can fulfill its divine destiny of being a sacred channel for beautiful divine grace.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I tell y'all, I love this deck.
I like that. That is beautiful.
I love that.
That kind of lines up with
what y'all was talking about just now. And I was like, okay, I gotta butt in because that's on point.
That's on point. That was beautiful. And the Queen of Hearts is also the Queen of Cups. Tanya's been getting all the Cups card. That's perfect partnerships, those cups. Libra is about partnerships. I just got that. The Libra, the balance sign. Didn't you just get Temperance, Dara? You just got balance. The energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in the relationship. I also got surrender to the divine. And then it got a fiery climax approaches. And both of them are full moons. So that's just signs that good things are happening in relationships when you're choosing the right ones, when you're following the signs and synchronicities of your choices.
And guess what fell out twice tonight? Y'all talking.
It's 4 cups. And I was just about to show y'all the second card that I pulled. Now, I showed y'all this card, but it's the Soul Sisters card.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which is about relationships as well. You are being emotionally and psychologically influenced by the people around you more than you may realize. Sometimes this is good. They uplift and inspire you and help you feel loved and loving. So
and
this is about partnerships.
Put your card up, Dara. Put your card up, Nalo. Okay, now see in each card there's two people, 2 cups in Dara's, and 2 people in Nalo's. And Nalo says Soul Sisters, the name of our show, okay?
And for those of you who don't know numbers, 2, 2, 2, my 2, your 2, and your 2 equals 6. 6 is harmony and balance.
Exactly, that's true. 6 is harmony and balance. And then when you break it down.
Yeah, but then also with the 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2 is 4, 2 and 2 is 4, 2 and 2 is 4. So then we have the 4, 4, 4 quarter as well. So it's a lot of synchronicities happening right now.
And for those of you who don't know 444, that's angelic beings surrounding you, blessing the union.
And 4 also means stability. That's the 4, the 4 of Wands in the deck. 4 is always stability and foundation. Another Taurus energy. Perfect synchronicity for the new.
And the 4 is also the lower vibrational number of me and Nilo's 22.
Hello.
Okay, which my husband is a 4. So it's all kinds of stuff happening.
That's a whole nother video, numerology, okay?
Yeah.
Numerology, yeah. Numerology is definitely what's up. And that would be a good class to teach too, speaking of classes and different things, numerology and different things like that.
Speaking of that, before we go off, what is our email if they want to contact us for individual or group classes?
So our email is the name of our show, What Soul Sisters Say, all spelled out at Gmail. So you can't forget that.
Exactly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you vibe. Click the notification so you can get our videos, and then watch our past little videos too. And don't forget to click, share, and like on those as well so we can kind of keep the party going.
Yeah.
So basically the whole thing, as always, but you just get the message in different ways and different times with from different sources, is intuition. And pay attention and trust yourself and listen and be open. That's what the first card is about. The Gypsy card, which is 3, about being open to new opportunities and possibilities. Exactly. And this is the perfect time for that. Again, we've said this before, that everybody's going through a change right now, the universe as a whole. But we have to push ourselves to pull from the positive from that. Because the negative and all of that, that's easy. That's right there. But we have to go deeper, we have to go higher, and we have to go inside and pull the positive from that. That's where you're going to find all the good stuff anyway. I mean.
Exactly. How much more time do we have?
We got about 8 minutes left. And the perfect thing is just try it. if you get a synchronicity and a synchronicity or sign, just try to just see what happens. You don't have to do it or live by it, but that's how I started being like, you know what, this shit is working for me, yo. I just started testing it and started watching magic happen. I think it's so magical that I get so much underground black market type favor from the universe, because where other people can't get things, I can get it because the universal law trumps man-made law. That's another reason why you will want to test and try things, because that's where that saying in church comes from, favor ain't fair. People, exactly. Just like if it's a clairvoyant or a psychic or you're a prophet. It's all the same thing. It's just different terminology. So just try it and see what happens. Because, I mean, you can't lose.
So basically, get away from the titles, the boxes that they've put everything in, whether it's religion, oracle, tarot, pastor, priest. I mean, there's so many titles and boxes. Get away from that and experience the journey, experience the things that are actually happening. It doesn't have to be tied to a specific organization, a specific religion. It doesn't have to be tied to anything specific. We have to get away from it being tied to something. There's nothing wrong with exploring yourself. There's nothing wrong with figuring out things on your own. Like, you do have your own mind and your own heart and your own spirit. So there's nothing wrong with trusting that and following that. I mean, I always say, if you follow your heart, you can't go wrong. The heart knows the way. It knows the way.
The heart knows.
In other words, surrender your old thoughts and beliefs and traditional ways of doing things and allow. And if we open our minds to that, we will realize that we are not a part of the universe. We are the universe. And everything is connected. So everything will be easier to receive that it's magical, because the magic is also inside of you. It's not separate.
Exactly. And if you research science and research the brain compared to the heart is a greater and more magnificent entity than the brain. So we've been wired to listen to our brains, and then there's that conflict of your heart, your brain, your heart, your brain. You have to learn to listen to your heart. The world teaches you to listen to your head and what makes sense, but you have to listen to your heart, because that's going to lead you, even if you are religious, it leads you to whatever your heart desires, that you get whatever your heart desires. So you have to follow your heart. Your heart is the real answer and the true meaning behind any and everything that's going on.
That's your soul compass. That's your soul compass. It is gonna lead you in the direction that you really need to go in. They talk about mind control, but you really should have heart control. But that heart is going to help you with your mind. You got to start there. At least that's my perspective on it. You have to start with your heart, and then your mind is going to follow and lead you into all of these beautiful things and experiences that can happen in spite of what you see with your natural eye.
Exactly. You got to follow your heart. Happiness is the new healthy. So if you're not here and you're not going to be happy while you're here living this life, like what is it all for if you're not going to do things to follow your heart and do things that make you happy?
Exactly.
I mean, what other option is there? I don't even see any other.
Exactly.
To me, it's my only option. It's my only goal. It's my driving motivation behind every single thing I do is what makes me happy and what makes me feel good. To me, that's what it's all about.
And guess what? Being on the happy side of life, believe it or not, will even get you through this pandemic.
It will definitely raise your vibration, and that's what you want to do. You want your vibration to be high. Now that's that we need to talk about that in the show as well, because when you understand what level you're vibrating on, you know when somebody comes around you and they're not in synchronicity with you, they're not vibing on. You can feel it.
You can feel it.
They're vibrating below you, and it may be your job at the time to try to elevate them and help them bring theirs up, but you can't allow them you can't allow them to bring you down, which is what this whole thing, people are allowing these vibrations that are very, very low, the media, social media, to bring you down.
Exactly. And that's how you know it's a bad, that's how you know it's a bad vibration. When you don't feel good, when you feel nauseous, when somebody comes around you, you feel pain, or you just something just don't feel right. And you know it's
how to vibe high.
Exactly.
Listen
When
to your body.
People that don't want to go to work, whenever you think about going to work and your ass start feeling sick and nauseous, it's time for you to go somewhere else. That's the signs right there. If you get in your if you happy with your girlfriend and you go home to your husband and you're not feeling that, that's a sign. You need to get out of that stuff. The way you feel, the body is the messenger. It will tell you everything you need to know, because that was all that you had in the beginning was yourself. So nothing around you can help you, and the signs come from the universe because it's just reflecting what's in your heart anyway. So when you get those signs and synchronicities, that's like the green light. That's the universe telling you, well, go for it. You can have it. Because it is times when the universe tell you no if you respect it enough to even ask before you do things, which is I had to learn how to do. Now I ask everything I do. I got tired of making mistakes, so now I ask. When you ask and those signs start lining up, that's your green light to go, no matter how it looks, even if it looks like it don't make sense. That's what you're supposed to be doing, because there's favor down the line when you make those decisions, when you listen to the signs and synchronicities. It's almost like listening to God. You listen to the universe. You listening to your direction, so it's going to be blessed when you listen to it.
Yep. All right, sis, soul sisters, I think we have said what soul sisters say on this part 2 of Signs and Synchronicities. I mean, we probably could go on, but we'll move on to, I guess, other subjects.
Exactly. So don't forget to email us at whatsoulsistersay@gmail.com. Dara had some revelations and some dreams where she came up with. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it? We have like 2 minutes left.
I was just saying that we start offering the individual sessions, people who are interested as it relates to their needs, if they want to know more about the content that we're putting out, or if you have anything that you would like us to help you with personally that you're dealing with on an individual basis, we can either offer individual sessions or group sessions.
Exactly. Individual needs was the word she came up. She's like, let's do individual needs. I was like, okay, what's that? That sounds good. So that's perfect. So that's what we're going to be working on. No question is too big or too small. Email us, ask us whatever you want. That's the way you can contact us. And then, we can reach out, but we'll still be doing these videos a couple of times a week to express exactly what Soul Sisters say.
Hey.
All right, guys.
Ladies. Until next time, peace.
Until next time, peace. Okay.